Whoa! 2 days in a row, I start early. Wonder how long that's gonna last. In post to the blue skies. Where's all my... Okay, bye. New channels, public chat. Where the heck are all of my drawing gloves? I have like 5 of them. And then they all seem to have disappeared. Huh. Well, that's suspicious. And let's pop out that chat. I started to board. I guess I'll use this one. It's not my favorite, but it will do. Oh, I'm gonna fix this face. Woo. I don't know what I am doing, but I'm doing my best. Why? Oh, there we go. Where is my link? Boop, doop, doop, doop. That's the wrong damn place. Letting all the people know. All the people know. What is that line through your chest, my dude? Let's fix that. That is not needed. Oh boy. Shading. I'll lower this table a little bit. What? What am I crushing with? Oh. That out of the way. Oh, whoops. There's it. Yeah, move out of the way, pencil. or you get squished. Yeah. Hello. I have miraculously started this live stream before 6 o'clock, 2 days in a row. That scares me a little bit. What am I missing there? Oh, it's just liner Ote. Ooh. Try something. I not need to get that thingy. That thumb. Oh boy. That's two. Sure, that works. Just a little bit. And I've got to adjust those skin levels because they're too dull. Just a little boop. Damn it. Yeah, it's good enough. So how's it going, my guys? Did I get bit by a mosquito? What the frick is that? I should probably stop poking at it. I actually got sunshine today. It was good. Sunshine good. Let's see how this goes. I'm getting a little inventive. I don't hate it. I know everybody else watching this probably, oh, what is she talking about? What did she even do? And zoop. Ooh. Dang, been there, done that. That's my usual. Yesterday and today have been surprisingly good and productive for me. Which, I sound scared. I'm cautiously optimistic. 'Cause I would like things to keep progressing as they have been, for the sake of getting stuff done, including artwork and also projects, because my reptile enclosures are coming along really quickly. And a new enclosure got added to the mix yesterday, which was not planned, but for $35 for a easily $120 to $150 enclosure, I would be a fool to not have taken that opportunity. And now I'm gonna have a new super fancy enclosure in my office. And I'm gonna move my crested gecko out here, and I'm gonna have an empty enclosure to do something with. Oh no. It'd be nice to have an enclosure just set up and already cycling through that I can bring a, that I could bring a rescue into. Or, you know, I can, you know, I wonder if there's any rescues or anything out here that would, like, if foster parenting reptiles is a thing out, like, just in general, because I'm gonna have an empty enclosure. I can take care of a couple crested geckos or something. Let them live the high life before they get adopted out. Did I? Oh, I never finished that skin. Okay. What did I need to fix on that? Okay, just gonna make sure that that's. What is that, Tatsu? What was that? What are you doing, buddy? What do you see? He's just staring in between the crack of the door that leads to the living room. I can't tell if he's spying or if he's just genuinely upset that that door's not all the way open. Close that off. It's bugging me. Her. And skin, because now that's fixed. Yeah, and that's the thing that I'm like really worried about, which is why I'm trying to go in with a plan instead of just like, hey, I got 2 weeks to just do whatever I want. Well, what do I want to do? 404 mail not found. So I've been writing up a list of things that I could work on that I'm going to bring with me. 2 of them are not EC related at all. There's some short stories that I've had, like, they've been scripted, the concept's already done, and the pages are already thumbnailed. I just need to do the drawings, or do the actual, like, sketching and whatever else I'm deciding to do for the pages. And I think it's about time that it's been worked on. One's a horror comic, and another is, technically it's a superhero comic. But not? Anyways, both are, how many? Okay, one I think's 19 pages, and the other one I'm pretty sure is like 12 pages. So, like, and I don't plan on making them full color. I'm planning on making them, what's the word I'm looking for? Black and white. Like, those ones I just want to have as black and white comics. I don't want to do anything super crazy with them. So, in theory, I should get those done relatively quickly. And yeah, the kitties are gonna be nice because my my old college professor, I say old, I say that because he was my first college professor when I started taking college classes at 14. I would like to stress for the record, it's not because I was some kind of super genius. It's because I found out about a California specific loophole that allowed me to take college classes at 14, and I used it to take art classes to start. So yeah, I've known this dude since 2008, and we meet up every once in a while to just like hang out, talk art. He keeps up with what I'm doing. Sometimes brings me in to talk to his students. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. But yeah, he wants to go on a road trip. I think that's cool. I was supposed to go on a road trip this year. I don't feel safe going on a road trip this year. Both financially and just everything else. But good on him and his friend that he's going with. They're gonna have so much fun, and I get to take care of his, I think he has 4 cats? 4 cats in a really nice house, like a backyard that you could host amazing barbecues at, and I'm looking forward to just like sitting in that backyard and just soaking up some sun. Also food. Part of the deal of house, okay, he doesn't need so much a house sitter as it is just taking care of the cats, but I got offered the opportunity to stay there instead of commuting back and forth, and I was like, This sounds like the perfect opportunity for me to lock myself in and just really focus. Oh, and he's also got an art studio that he said that I could hang out in, so that's gonna be great. Just gonna lock myself away from the world and try really hard not to go on Blue Sky and Reddit and stuff like that. I'm not telling myself that I absolutely cannot, because it'll make me guilty when I inevitably do end up on either of those websites, or... I don't know, I gotta figure that out. I gotta figure out something so that I'm not completely distracted by my phone. I don't want to do something like leave my phone at home or anything crazy like that. I do have one of those apps, but I don't know if I'll... Well, I should get that app. Or I should check that app again. And it's like Screensaver or something. But it's an app that if I want to go on a social media account or something, and I can set it for different things. So if I want to set it for, if I set it for like Discord or something, I can put a delay. So it's like, are you sure you want to check Discord? Okay, if you're sure you want to check Discord, you gotta wait 30 seconds. 30 seconds waiting for an app to unlock, it feels so much longer than it actually is, and it's because of that instant gratification thing, but it's still just like, I had to stop using it because I kept trying to use my phone for work-specific things, and I would need to go, like, check Blue Sky for a specific artist's profile because I needed to find an image that I saw recently, and be like, okay, to do this simple thing that you want to do, you have to wait 30 seconds, and then you only have 10 minutes on the app. It's like, well, I can't find that thing anymore. You ever feel like the boys from Internet Today are just casually playing God whenever they go on breaks? I wonder. I also, like, Elliot shared something on Blue Sky where he was like, every time without fail, whenever we go on a break, something newsworthy happens. And then I think Ricky shared that and was like, it was basically along the lines of like, dang, imagine if we took like a month off. And like for their own sanity and for like the slight probability that just every time they take a break, the universe fixes itself, be like, okay, dudes, you deserved it. Take a year off. Just take a year off. Go disappear into the woods. And then come back. I was like, we'll miss you. But every time you guys go on break, some crazy accountability thing happens. I'm not saying that I blame newsboys for bad stuff happening just because they have a YouTube channel. I'm just saying that there's a correlation that's popping up. This is all joking. Newsboys are one of the only ways that I'm able to catch up with the news. Them and I think her name is Heather Richardson Cox. She is a history professor in Maine, and she does a daily newsletter called Letters from an American, where she breaks down news that happens in the States. And she talks about it from the perspective of an American history professor. So, like, everything that we have been dealing with in the States has already happened or been done in, like, history. And we just keep on repeating. And I really hope I'm able to just finish this page today, because that would be great. And this is actually going to be the, I believe this is going to be the first page that goes up when I'm back from my 2-week break. I'm going to check that real quick because I'm curious. I'm pretty sure it is. Oh, and I can smell dinner cooking. So we're making cottage pie, and I'm the one that usually makes that. I got most of the way through it before I was like, okay guys, I gotta tap out because I gotta go streaming. So eventually there's gonna be food done, and I'm gonna take a break. Okay, but when did I schedule this? 19. Okay, so that one comes out on the 19th, which means... No, I was off by a lot. Okay. So 19th. So the page that I'm working on now is the last page until I go on my 2-week break. And then when I come back, it's going to be all new artwork that nobody will probably have seen because I will have been working on it while in the mines or the woods. Yeah, we'll keep the Patreon going. Just disappear for a little bit. Y'all deserve it. From Moira. I am not familiar with that. Or I'm not connecting some dots that should be connected. And once I'm done with stream tonight, I think I'm gonna sign up for a Costco membership. Cause we've been talking about getting a household Costco membership for months. And by we, I mean I keep bringing it up and then getting told I don't want to talk about, or I don't want to think about it right now. Let's think about it later. So I'm taking the initiative. The Mines of Moira. Huh. Why don't I have... I am sleepy. Or I just forgot to breathe. Most likely I forgot to breathe. Wee. Wee. Oh! Okay. It has been such a long time since I've watched Lord of the Rings. I say watched because I haven't listened to the audiobook because there's no way I could read those. I couldn't read the books. I don't have time. My goodness. Okay, I don't think it's I'm tired is why I keep yawning. I think it's lack of blood sugar. for like a good blood sugar level, because I have not eaten an actual, like, well, no, I did have the last, like, sustainable thing that I ate was a yogurt parfait a couple hours ago, but I was kind of banking on the cottage pie being done sooner. Oh no. Cutest baby turtles or even cutest baby reptiles. You see, that's such a loaded question because baby animals just are so cute. So, like, I love all the smalls. I am definitely more likely to say, like, baby snakes are the cutest. And well, baby turtles are cute too. Stink pots and the like musk turtles and stuff that we were talking about, those guys just stay small and cute. Hi, Mama. What are you yelling about? Hello, Rosengard. What am I? That there. Those two lines added like 3 years. Ooh, I got peach. White peach cranberry juice. Hell yeah. Dinner in 20 minutes. Oh no, I have been snacking on green beans or snap peas in the kitchen while we were cooking, so it's not like I haven't eaten, it's just vegetables aren't that filling. Or at least I didn't eat enough for them to be filling. So how was everybody's weekend? I had an event on Saturday. didn't start off great getting there, but it, by the end of the day, was a great day. And despite only getting 4 hours of sleep and waking up at God, when did I wake up? Oh wait, I went to bed at 3 a.m. and then I woke up at 7. So yeah, 4 hours of sleep. Woke up at 7 on Saturday and did not get home from San Francisco until midnight because we had decided to go out to dinner with some friends. It was a lot of fun. Just that stuff was so much easier to do when I was younger. Stop. While we were hanging out with friends, Lee did a dumb and hurt her ankle, so now whenever she walks, she just yells obscenities. Bruh, same. Welcome to the party, enchilada. So here's the funny thing, it's not even her ankle, she, okay, yeah, okay, I'm gonna end up telling this story, this is a dumb story. There's no children here, no children watch my channel, or watch my streams, I'm cringe. So when we were visiting our friends, they live, in a house that was converted into an apartment in San Francisco, and they're eccentric people, as we are. Kind of have to be eccentric to be in San Francisco and stuff. So while they're there, we were getting ready to leave to go get dinner, and we were admiring the architecture of their apartment, and one of our friends was just because they had like a door with like a little, the front door, there's like this like the peep area, but instead of it being like a little circle that you look out of, it's like a little iron like door that you can open to look outside. And so So he tells us to open it. And he's like, open it, there's a tiny dick in there. And we're like, wait, what? And Lee had already, like, walked out the front door, not here. So she turns around to look in there and misses the step down and falls and smacks her, like, the side of her foot. And, like, you had to take some stairs up to get to the front doors area. And so there was, like, a little wall that she fell, and, like, she fell against the wall and smacked the side of her foot. And, as she was trying to look through the tiny little door that I had opened, and me being the totally serious person that I am, I closed the little door with what sure enough was a tiny little plastic peni, and after checking on Lee and everything to see if she was okay, I was like, you see, you were distracted. Thank you. I can hear your groans and applauses and laughs through the screen, and they fuel me. But yeah, the event on Saturday was pretty cool. Not one that I would, like, be expecting to make a bunch of money at. I mostly went for funsies. And I ended up getting some pocket change. And there goes Lee moaning again. I got some cash so I could buy myself another enclosure. And, I ended up getting, my table was right, because this is a library show. Library shows are routinely aimed towards children and, like, getting them into comics and, like, art and comic art. So, like, for shows like that, they usually give priority to tables and stuff to kids so that they can get experience vending and stuff. But they also bring in some, like, people who've done this for a while so that they can all be, like, tabling next to each other and the kids get experience stuff. So I was tabled next to some 12-year-olds. One who has done shows before. I didn't get to talk to that kid too much because he was further away than I was. But his friend next to me was, how do I describe this child? Very enthusiastic, but also, very sure of himself. But yeah, they also both of them had the subtlety of 12-year-old boys at a comic convention. So yeah, what happened? So, like, they were nice enough. They had their parents there with them. Thank goodness, because I would have felt really weird, tabling next to unsupervised children, especially when I'm, like, 2 of the 3 works at my, or not 3 works, like, most of the work at my table is geared towards teens. So I was like, can somebody come supervise these children? I feel uncomfortable cursing around them. So what happened? Oh yeah, so, like, they're, one of the kids, the one who was sitting directly next to me, his mom is looking at all my stuff and she's like, oh wow, look, this is all great. And she picks up my cooking zine, and apparently her kid, like, he overspices his food. So he has the opposite problem of my zine, Do You Spice? Because that's a cooking zine. And she's like, oh my god, no. Like, I will adequately spice his food, and then he will put more food on, or he'll put more spice on top of it. I was like, oh, that's the same with my roomie. Like, even if I adequately spice it, she's adding salt to it. I'm like, why would you do this? And so, like, the kid's looking at my zine, and he's like, yo, this zine is fire! And I'm like, I know what that means. I've seen it online. This is my first time hearing a child tell me that something is fire. So I am both flattered, but also feeling very old. But like I'm all about like kids getting into the comic space and stuff, because I can't keep doing this forever. Like, eventually there's gonna come a time where I can't do the vending and the stuff anymore. It'll be a sad day, but you know, I like to encourage the future youth of the comic scene, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But anyways, so I introduced this kid to the because this kid, it was his first time ever exhibiting at a show before. So I ended up introducing him to the concept of book trades. So like he really liked the zine, so I was like, oh, do you want to do a zine trade? My zine for your zine, because he was selling little printed copies of his little comic, Super Fruits. And the look on his face when I suggested trades was priceless. Like, he never considered bartering with his work. So I got, and he even had little sticker sheets. I got an official signed copy of Super Fruits. But yeah, like the enthusiasm was great, and I guess he was not a guest. He was a fan of one of the guests that was at the show. So at one point, one of the guests was doing a panel talk, and he was struggling with staying at the table to sell stuff and going and watching the panel and being a part of the signing and stuff. But his mom was like, no, go, I'll watch your table and stuff, which is great. Like, good. Always bring a buddy with you. It makes tabling so much better when you have a buddy. Or if you know somebody who is a buddy at a show that is exhibiting, and they're exhibiting by themselves, please go check on them and see if they would like for you to watch their table for like 5 minutes so that they can go to the bathroom. So yeah, the kid, it was these kids were making bank because like people were coming out to support them, which is great, and they were showing their support by buying stuff from them. Yeah, these kids made more money than I did for like I'm pretty sure they made more money than me at the entire event, which was very interesting because these kids like started like they had their just fan of money and are like fanning themselves with it. I shit you not, that like it was like a really bad commercial. And they're and one of them, like the other friend, the one who I didn't really interact with all that much, he like went to the bathroom or something and then came back and he's looking at my table and stuff. He's like, how much money have you made? And I was like, oh, well, I don't know yet. I have to, I gotta count everything out when I get back. He's like, how many customers have you had? And, so here's a little insight. So, working Artist Alley and stuff like that, it's not uncommon to share, like numbers and stuff like that with other exhibitors. There was certainly a more tactful way to bring it up than the way that, than these kids were. Also, I would strongly recommend not waving around the wad of cash that you just made. And these kids had no problem telling me like, oh, we've made $160 so far. And we've had like 20 customers or something. Most of which were family and friends. Like, no shade there. Like, the fact that their family and friends came out to support them and stuff is amazing. And actually, I was really happy for these kids at one thing that happened that I saw. I caught myself being a little bit of a con mom. Where it was like, don't, these kids gotta learn some stuff by themselves, Melissa, stop. So like one of the kids ran out of their, the art supplies that they brought. One of them, the pen that they had brought with them ran out of ink because they were drawing pictures of people as fruit. And was like, oh, you pay me like $10, I'll draw you a picture of you as a fruit. And his pen ran out of ink. And he was asking me like, where he could buy more. And I was like, I don't know where you can buy that specific brand of ink or that specific brand of pen, but I have a felt tip pen that you can borrow. And so I pull out one of my Furutake pens that I got while I was in Japan. And I was telling him like, yeah, this is you gotta be careful with this though, because this is a more expensive art supply than what you're using. And I was like, it's really good too. It's I got it while I was in Japan. And he's like, oh yeah, Japanese art supplies are great. I'm like, oh okay, so you heard or oh god, no, what did he say? He said something. I didn't say it was from Japan yet. He had said like, oh yeah, Japanese art supplies are great, and I had mentioned like, no, this is actually like from Japan. I picked it up when I was there in 2023, and he was like, no, like I know, I've been to Japan, and I'm looking at this kid like, what the fuck do you mean you've been to Japan? Well, apparently, his family went on a vacation to Japan, and then I remembered, oh, we're in San Francisco and you live here. You can afford to go to Japan for fun. And I'd asked him at one point, I was like, oh, okay, so since you were in Japan and you're an artist, did you go to Sakaido? And he's like, oh no, we were in Shibuya. And I was like, oh no. Sakaido is a store, and actually it happens to be in Shibuya. I'm pretty sure it's in Shibuya. My brain is not going to let me ignore that, so I'm going to look it up. I'm pretty sure it's in Shibuya. Sakaido, Shibuya, Japan. And I asked him because, in case anybody ends up going to Japan anytime soon, oh no, it's not Shibuya, it's Shinjuku, which is also in Tokyo. But anyways, Sakaido is the world's largest art supply store. It's over, I'm pretty sure it was 6 or 7 floors. This one here says 5, but I'm pretty sure that they opened another one since this article has been made. But anyways, Sakaido is one of the world's largest art supply stores. And if you're ever in Japan and you're an artist, go. Like, that needs to be a stop. It is amazing. I wish that I spent more money there. Like, I got a lot of art supplies for really cheap compared to if I had bought them in the States, but I wish I had bought more because I can't go to Japan all the time. But yeah, I was telling him about Sakaido and was like, yeah, if you're ever in Japan again, go to Sakaido, stock up. That's what I did. Oh, so the really cute thing that that happened was, oh no, another example of me like kind of convention momming these kids was they were he was trying to make change when everything first started, and he didn't have enough small bills. And like I've been doing this for years. I have a decent sized till. This isn't to let you people know so that you can rob me. This is just for like illustrating the story. You're not going to get much if you rob me at a show. But the, so I have till, but it's mostly small bills, because that's what I end up needing most of the time. And so, like, the kid was struggling to break a 10, and trying to figure out the math on it, and I suck at math, but I'm pretty decent at money math. And so, I tell the kid, like, oh, well, here. And I pull up $10, like a 5 and 5 ones, and I'm like, you give me that 10, here's that same money in small change, and then you give that person back $3, and then your math will be all figured out. And at one point, because I have a card reader that I take with me. Fun fact, the only reason I got a smartphone, when I did, I'd still be using a flip phone right now if I had the chance. The only reason I got a smartphone was so that I could take credit card at conventions. That's it. Now I might keep it for, like, social media and stuff, but for the most part, I really only got it so that I could take credit card. And these are kids. They don't, like, they have their parents' Venmos set up on their tables and stuff, but they can't do digital currency and stuff like that. So a thing that I'll usually offer up to like other artists who are tabling near me who can't take card or something like that, and somebody wants to pay with card, or they don't want to do Venmo. See, I think I'm done editing, then you drop this cute little story. And so I tell the kid afterwards, he thanked me. Like, these kids had excellent manners. I was very impressed. And I told him, like, I offer this to anybody that I exhibit with and they can't take credit card. If you have somebody come up that, like, they don't want to pay with Venmo and they can't pay with cash, they can only do credit card. I have a card reader, and what I like to do for people who can't take credit card but need to for a sale is I'll take the transaction, but then I'll give you cash. And that way that you don't miss out on a sale. So, but fun fact about this show, I did not do a single credit card sale. Thank goodness. I hate using that stupid reader. But yeah. Oh, and the super cute thing that happened with these kids, because now I've basically explained how I was being a con mom. Was there was a guest there who was the creator of a series. Most of the guests that they had were like middle grade authors and stuff like that, or elementary school grade authors. And one of the guests that they had, he did a book called Hilo. I've never read it. Usually I'm pretty up to date on the middle grade graphic novel scene because I work in that scene sometimes as an assistant. But I'm very far behind. But anyways, they had the creator of Hilo there, and so the kids brought books so that they can get them signed and stuff. And at one point, the creator of Hilo was walking around, and he went to visit the kids' table, and he bought some comics from them and commissioned a fruit portrait from one of the kids. And I'm just sitting there just like both very happy and very jealous for these kids. And not jealous for like, oh man, one of the guests went and saw these kids, they should be stopping by my table instead. No, I was happy for these kids for a different reason, or like jealous of these kids in a different reason. And the reason being, this was not commonplace when I was a kid. I would have loved as a child to have had the experience of selling my own work at a show and getting to meet somebody who made books that I really liked at a young age. That would have, like, that would have been amazing. My little brain cannot comprehend, because if anybody here is not aware, I grew up in the time before social media was really like a big thing. So the only experience that I kind of have of that was when we had we had children's authors come to our schools and would do like a big presentation and stuff, and then if we had books, we could bring them to get signed. And I remember when I was younger, I met Megan McDonald, who made she was the writer for Judy Moody, the Judy Moody books. Those were real big when I was a kid. I loved Judy Moody. And I brought a bunch of my books to get signed when she came to my school, and I still have them. I don't have a whole lot of books from when I was a kid, but I kept those ones. They're sitting on my bookshelf right now. Did I get 1 or 2 books signed? But yeah, that was like, that experience of just meeting the author, like, rocked my little brain. If I had had the experience of, like, getting to exhibit and sell my printed at home handmade comics, and then one of my favorite authors came by and, like, talked to me and encouraged me and bought my books, I don't even know how baby Melissa would have handled that. Like, a lot of crying and hyperventilating from sheer excitement. But yeah, I was, it was so, I don't even know how to explain it. It's so interesting, like, watching this in real time. Like, it's the whole thing, like, in retrospect, it was just a really cool thing, like, or not retrospect, but, like, in practice, it was just a really cool thing. The guy was just being awesome and stuff. And for all I know, the kids maybe didn't see it as profoundly as I did. But, like, watching this whole thing, as an outsider, just being like, dang, I hope these kids realize how good they have it. But yeah, that was a really cool experience, and I was happy for them, especially for the one kid, that being his first time exhibiting. He looked like he had an amazing day. At least from my perspective, like, Mark Curly, but that's awesome. Well, I'm catching up on chat now, because I'd been rambling for a while, and I didn't look, and I should take a drink break, because I was doing a lot of talking. Well, it just so happens, Jeannie, I'm working on a zine just for that. Where did I put my cooking zine? Because I have a lot of, like, stupid easy recipes. Because I need stupid easy recipes for me to be able to do anything. And I kind of realized that there's a little bit of a need for it, so I started making a, I started working on a recipe zine for just, like, here's some easy things that I make. Now if I can just remember where I put it. I want to put it in EC. Did I put it in documents? No. Pictures. I don't even know how to use my own damn computer. So yeah, TLDR, the event was great, and it's really cool watching kids get the experience of getting to meet their favorite creators, and their creators, or their favorite creators being so supportive of them. I love it. More of this kind of positivity, please. Just inject it into my veins. Man, this is gonna bug me. Where the heck did I put this? The Gecko Zine. Temporary tattoos. I gotta print out. I gotta find the temporary tattoos first. Okay, now this is gonna bug me because I worked really hard on that recipe thing. Recipe? Maybe it was recipe Z. Was that in pictures? Pictures. Did I completely miss it? No. What insanity is this? This is gonna bug the crap out of me. Oatmeal? This is really gonna bug me because I worked really hard on that thing. Where did it go? No, I didn't put it in the spice scene. That would have been dumb of me. And here we return to the fun game. Why can't Mel find her files? It's because my file organization is garbage. Why do I have a feeling it's on my... It's gotta be on my desktop somewhere. Stuff? No, not that stuff. Not that stuff? Oh yes, I have a lot of signed media. From doing conventions and stuff, I've picked up a lot of, like if I'm picking up books and stuff, I insist people sign them. Cause, I don't know, it's like, yeah, it's one thing to buy the book, but it's a completely different thing to have it signed. My entire collection of Svetlana Chmakova books and stuff, just... I don't care that we're friends. I cherish those books so much, and those get packed in a go bag if I have to go anywhere. I am losing my mind. Where is that file? I thought I put it someplace smart, like my desktop, my horribly cluttered desktop that really needs to be gone through. I think I solved my answer right there. Oatmeal. That was not what I wanted, but okay. Documents. Yeah, open file location. There we go. Did it just disappear? I hope not. I will cry. So... I don't know how to spell that. Oh, program files. Derp. Studio Paint. Where's the file history? Studio. usually I give things a name so that I can find it, but none of those names are working, which is confusing me. And my poor hard drive needs to be gone. My external hard drive I need to go through because it's getting full. Apple. Oh, thank God. Okay. Haha! I found it. I had to do a file history search. But anyways, I haven't recipe tested this yet, but if anybody wants to, like, screen cap it or whatever, I think I mentioned this before, like, everything blends in. I forget what we talk about, because Discord and stuff. But, this is I call it apple pie oatmeal, because it's a lot more elegant than what Lee and Tim call it, which is, like, the crack cocaine oatmeal. But it tastes like an apple pie or an apple crumble. It is a delicious breakfast. Oh, because I see Richard Horvitz is mentioned in Hell of a Boss and stuff. Fun fact. Brandon Rogers, who is the main voice for I'm gonna save this so that I don't lose it again. Let's put that in. Just gonna throw it on my desktop. Why not? Recipe. Boop. Proud find was a signed copy of Leave Me by Terry Pratchett for an X's model. Nice. I don't know if I've read any Terry Pratchett. Back to my comic. Speaking of food, I am waiting patiently for that oven to go off. Where was I going? I forgot what I was talking about. I got distracted by oatmeal. I went on a very long quest to find it. What am I doing? I definitely think that I was. Not that one. Yeah, whatever. It's good enough. Oh, and I remember what I was talking about. Brandon Rogers, who does the voice of Blitz from Hell of a Boss. He grew up in. I know where did he grow up? He grew up in Livermore, which is like 20 minutes away from where we are right now, and he went to high school with Lee's middle brother. And I don't think he knew him or anything, or at least I haven't heard anything about him knowing him. But I just found that was really funny that he grew up in the same town as Lee and Tim. And went to high school with them, because Lee was already done with high school by the time Brandon Rogers was in high school. But, yeah. And random bit of lore that nobody asked for. The band Papa Roach is from Vacaville, California, which is where I grew up. They were already done with, like, the band formed in 93, so I wasn't even 93, or was it 92? Anyways, I was a child and not a fan yet, so. Didn't really affect me at all, but still a neat bit of trivia to throw out there. Yeah, the one in LA, like, she was from, I think she was Chinese Canadian, and went to the Cecil Hotel in Los Angeles and they found her in the water tanker, or did some other person get found in a water tanker? Oh, damn, for real? That is trippy. Ah, itchy. Must scratch, itch. Before go crazy. Oh, geez, that's that's insane. Why y'all breaking stuff? How about you guys feel like getting some dinner? I'm gonna have to look that up. Oh, okay, that would make sense. I'm gonna look that up. That's trippy. Oh. I don't know if I mean, I heard you guys, but I don't know if the chat heard. The only reason that I remember that it was the Cecil Hotel is because I watched a couple documentaries about the Cecil Hotel and just how haunted it is. That's also the same hotel that the Night Stalker used to stay at. Because, you know, I can't retain any normal information like how to do taxes or, you know... Actually, I know a lot of random useful information, just taxes is not one of them. Control save. Okay, good. That's all you needed to hear. I don't want to repeat what was said. I hear the sounds of bowls and forks, which leads me to believe that there is going to be sustenance in a minute. I might actually finish this page today. Hot damn. Is the food done? My friends are gonna sit here and let me starve. Oh my god, y'all stop talking so that I can shout out again. Y'all, is the food done?
The food's done.
Yay. Oh, you brought me food?
Brought food.
Thanks.
Yeah. Hello to all the people of the internet.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna unplug. I'm gonna unplug this mic so y'all don't hear me chewing my food, but I need to eat. am back. I have refueled. I'm all out of peach. That's fine, I should probably not be drinking a whole lot of peach juice. Charlie does not like the music playing. It's okay. I've been dead this whole time. Do 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 do. What up with that? Gary. Yeah. Draws, out of curiosity, what was the... You said you were working on clipped things. What things are you clipping? Like, what interesting thing did I say that you felt that was worth being clipped? Hmm. Oh, that's gonna bother me. That's gonna bother me. Fix that now. Yeah, let's do that instead. Rambo Mel. Whenever you say Rambo Mel, oh yeah, more will come. Get me started. But Rambo Mel makes me think of this It's Always Sunny meme. Yeah, there we go. How about one that's not a GIF, because... Sure, this works. So this is not the actual clip, but all the other ones kind of suck and I don't want to go looking for it, but... Rambo Mill just makes me think of this. So anyways, I stopped blasting. No, dude, like, work on your own stuff, mostly. The fact that you're even, like, just putting together little small ones is, like, a treat. Where the frick is that? There we go. Do 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 do. Oh, it's also just not bad. Okay. Like, I've been trying to ignore her pony or her braid for the last, like, couple times that I've been here, because every other one she has 5 segments, but then this one panel she's only got 4 segments. and that was upsetting me. And I kept trying to ignore it. I couldn't ignore it anymore. I had to fix it. Give me day planned on Thursday. Well, whatever you come up with, just the fact that you, like... I don't know, I think it's neat that you think that I say interesting stuff that would be good videos. Because I certainly don't see it, but... What do I know? I barely remember half the streams by the time that I'm done with them. I fucked up. There we go. I'm gonna fix my fuck-ups. No! That was the wrong move. There we go. There we go. Do, 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 do. I am definitely not a... I'm also not well versed in the ways of the YouTubes. I picked YouTube for streaming on because Picardo, you have to have an account. And not everybody wants to make an account on Picardo just to watch me live stream. But chances are, somebody who wants to watch me most likely has a YouTube account. And also, you don't even need to have a YouTube account, I think, to watch anything on YouTube. And also, I don't like Twitch. Like, I had a Twitch account. I mean, I still have it. I just don't do anything with it, because I don't like Twitch. It got real stupid after Amazon decided to add it to its portfolio. I'm thinking of swapping out Tutorial Tuesday and using that time to focus on actual, like, maybe work on, like, 5-minute videos. Like, hey, here's a 5-minute video on how to use this cheap art supply that I picked up for funsies. Well, dang, now I feel like I need to go off on a reptile tangent, but I don't know what reptile tangent to go off on. There's so many.
No, that's the time you got slapped in the face by a reptile. And it just hung there.
Oh,
on your face.
You mean last night?
Last night.
Okay, so...
You're welcome.
Thank you, Tim. Doing the Lord's work. So, those of you who are here and part of the Discord, you may have noticed all the pictures and stuff that I was posting last night of, I got a new enclosure for really cheap. I don't use Facebook anymore, but Lee found this thing on Facebook. I didn't even do it. Lee handled the sale. Lee happened to come across a listing for a really nice reptile enclosure, which actually, for those of you who aren't on Discord, oh, of course, now you want to load or not load. Why are you like this? I think it was Random Rambles. I'm pulling up a picture of the enclosure so you guys can see it, because it's pretty impressive. Oh, let's do Aunt Peter for scale. Copy. And open. So yeah, this enclosure is pretty massive, while also being small enough to sit on my little bookshelf here. But I'm gonna fix this enclosure up for PETA, which I added a PETA for scale. She is right here. So while I had PETA out and I was showing her enclosure, showing her new future enclosure, and I just was walking around with her. She kept, so okay, the thing about crested geckos is they're very jumpy. They are an arboreal species, so they're built for jumping from high places because they jump from branch to branch in the rainforest of New Caledonia. I think New Caledonia has rainforests. That seems like accurate information. Anyways, so these little shits are used to jumping from place to place, including from my hands, which sucks because one, it's scary, and two, sometimes they jump places like they shouldn't jump. Like excuse me, I feel excuse me, there we go. PETA loves to jump on my face. I have taken a crested gecko to the face many times, and last night was one of those times, because me and Tim were talking. He's like putting laundry away in him and Lee's room, and I'm just talking to them outside in the hallway, and PETA decides then and there to jump on my face. So here's the thing that people don't really know about crested geckos, because they're an arboreal species. They're very good climbers. Part of what makes them really good climbers is they have little padding on their hands, feetsies, and on their tails. They're called lamellate pads. And they also have claws. Very tiny claws. Crested gecko claws. And these all help them be able to climb on surfaces. Surfaces that also include my face. So I have there was a point where I stopped posting pictures of PETA because as I'm talking with Tim, she jumps on my face, and the way that she grabbed onto my face, her claws were in my skin. If I tried to grab her and pull her off, it would have hurt more. Well, it didn't hurt, it tickled, but it was the kind of tickle where it's like, it's a hurt tickle. So I was getting hurt tickled by this crested gecko. There we go. So here is what looks to be, well, based on where it is, I think this is a foot of a crested gecko. But yeah, these little pads here help them so that they can climb on surfaces that they normally wouldn't be able to get a good grip on, like glass. Whereas these little teeny tiny claws help them grip to things like rocks or twigs or my face. And so when I finally got her off of my face and back into her enclosure, I have tiny little like red pinprick marks on my face. And I have to stress, it does not hurt. It's like an annoying itch. And because they're so small, like it looks like I have a like mild case of acne on my face, but that's yeah. So cresties have like no self-preservation, and they will jump on your face, which actually, funny enough, I made a little zine. It's called Random Facts About Crested Geckos. And I'm gonna open it, because then I can show you what it is I'm talking about. Where did you go? There it is. So yeah, well, this is the printout for like, or this is how it's formatted for printing. But if I turn it around, that's my con for crested geckos. You will take a crested gecko to the face at some point of owning a crested gecko. I would say a light sandpaper hurts worse than a crest. Okay, no. Like, because I remember that there's sandpaper that goes all the way up to like 32,000 and you can't really feel it. Yeah, it's like a light sandpaper. It's I had a worse feeling today when Riley when I pick her up and like I hold her in my arms, she tries to climb on top of my shoulders and then she climbs down my back, and not wanting her to claw up my back, I lean forward and I turn into like a table. But then while she's laying on top of my back, she starts aggressively rubbing her face on my back and rolling around on my back, which is real cute until she rolls off my back and tries to catch herself with her claws, which she did earlier, shortly before I started this live stream. That hurts way more than a crested gecko getting stuck on my face. If I had to pick between the two as a form of torture, I'd rather the gecko on my face. Now that's not permission to start trying to torture me with geckos to the face. Just, you know, if I was eternally damned to deal with cat clawing my back or crested gecko clawing my face, I'll take the crested gecko. At least they're small and... Oh, that's bad. I was about to say, and easily tossable. Don't throw crested geckos. They're small, breakable, and the entire species shares one brain cell. And it's bouncing around in their heads like the Windows display icon. Or the DVD display icon from... God, do they even do... No, they don't do those anymore. Remember the good old days of DVDs and you'd wait for the DVD logo to just maybe potentially bounce into the corner? Oh, and then my cute little snaky got thirsty. I wonder if I can pull that up. Well, I posted it all over Blue Sky and stuff, so if you want to see a cute picture of my, or you want to see a cute video of my ball python drinking water from my little blue cup, or little white cup with blue flowers, then you should go check out my Blue Sky or join the EC Discord where I post really cute, dumb pictures and videos of my various pets and my work on their enclosures that I'm building for them. Because I love them. And I want them to have castles. I was a little bummed about one thing I had on my to-do list for today was I wanted to, I wanted to start working on, PETA's new enclosure, but I ended up helping out with dinner so that we didn't have a bunch of food go to waste, because I've been meaning to make cottage pie for like a week. And then it just wasn't happening. So today was like, no, finally, I will do the thing. I will cook the thing. So that kind of prevented me from working on it. Also, I wanted to film me working on it because I missed that opportunity with my big one. Or my big enclosures. What, little man? Do you got something to say? Do you have a story to share? Come here, handsome. I'll let you speak into the microphone. You can tell people hi. For a split second, he looked like he was about to walk over here for an interview. But anyways, yeah, on the big enclosures, I kept trying to film myself working on them, and then either the camera wouldn't be filming, or I would get a really bad angle, and I just gave up. And I've been doing progress pictures, but that's not video, and we live in the day of, or the age of video. Ain't nobody got time for pictures. They want the vids. So yeah, I want to actually, like, make sure that I get some video of me working on this so I can, you know, maybe actually use this YouTube channel for something other than just live streaming and yapping about random stuff. That's another thing that I need to do is I want to oh, actually, if you already clip the stuff together, like audio, or I could take the audio from that and do, like, I love those little, like, not PNG tubers, but like little storytime videos where it's the where it's just like a still image or different still images. Not full animations, because dear God, I don't got time for that. But I could do like a couple dumb doodles, but like, yeah, this, and then gecko to face. Ah. Yeah, I can move on to the boy. Yeah, like animatics. The chances of me doing an animatic are way higher than me trying to do anything like properly animated. One being because my knowledge of animation is extremely limited. And by extremely limited, I mean I'm very lazy and don't want to try animating an entire thing. But I can do an animatic. No! Erase something I shouldn't have. Wrong layer! He's so embarrassed he can't read. It's okay, Ian. This is the chapter where you learn to read. Whether you like it or not. He actually ends up liking it. Oh, that's one of the... Okay, so one of the things that... Okay, so going back a ways, when EC got Volume 1 funded, one of the perks, it was a limited perk, was at a certain level, people got cameos. And actually, I don't know if Jeannie is still in the chat, but Jeannie is one of the people getting a cameo. And he's got a Bob Ross cosplay that he does. He wants me to do that character as a cameo. And spoiler alert, these guys are gonna be going to a library later. And one of the posters in the background is gonna be for a local workshop of featuring that cosplay as a as the host, so I'm pretty excited for that. And well, I might have already mentioned this, but one of my one of the pages that's getting posted in 2 weeks. Like if you've been to the stream before, you've seen me working on these pages. So let's go to actual book file, because then I don't gotta wait for it to load. There we go. Yeah, so all these photos and stuff. There's actually a cameo in here, and it's right here. My, one of the people who pledged at a higher level, donate, or wanted to, like, donate the cameo and the commission to one of the other followers. So I split them up and I held a raffle where it's like, hey, if you already backed the project and you want a chance to win a cameo or a commission, put your name into the hat and I'll draw. And one of my friends from high school ended up getting picked for the cameo. I want to stress, it was a random lottery, so I didn't bias it by being like, I'll give my friend a cameo. But I wasn't unhappy that she got picked for it, because I got to draw her, and then I got really into it. So I drew her daughter, and her husband. And yeah, I miss these losers. They're all in Texas, so I don't get to see them that much, but yeah, they're cool. So this episode, or this chapter, has a lot of fun cameos in it from some very cool people who supported my dumb little comic way back when. I say dumb little comic like very lovingly. I'm very happy with this book. So far, it's getting better. It's getting so much better. And I'm officially at the point now where I've started scripting chapter 6. Because my work on chapter 5 is close to halfway done. And once I hit that halfway mark, that's usually when I start working on the next chapter. So by the time I finish chapter 5, the script and thumbnails will be done so that I can start actually sketching the pages. So moving right along. Oh, and check the chat and drink some water and unpretzel my legs, because that's very bad to be pretzeling my legs for super long. Oh, JJ's got 2 moms. So that's, I just had it open. There it is. Yeah, there's your moms. They're super proud. You can definitely see which one has, JJ got more of the weird from. And for simplicity's sake on my part, every one of these photos is a is its own separate image, so I don't have to redraw these. I can just copy and paste. It was a lot of work up front, but you know what? Makes my life easier in the future, not now. It's fun to make. I remember when it was fun to work on. Yeah, that's the AI scraping and stuff. That really part of the reason EC was on hiatus for so long was because all the stupid AI stuff started happening, and that really killed my mood on making and sharing stuff, because it was like, what's the point? All it's gonna do is go and make somebody else rich. Or steal my work and stuff. But now we have things like glaze. And all of the EC pages got glazed when I started sharing them to my new website. And all future ones continue to be glazed. And also I put any well, not any. I tried to vet them, but like I put some blockers and stuff on my website that probably won't do much, but essentially they're supposed to help stop AI things from like stealing images off my website. But that kind of means that website or that the AI stuff would have to, like, you know, respect boundaries and those filters put into place. So I'm not really holding my breath, but I've started feeling a little more better about it simply because you need so much power to try to mimic what it is me and other creative people can do. And can't even do it that good. Left of the page, or is that with someone else? Let me pull that up. Okay, left of the page. This one right here? Like these nerds? So these are just friends on a trip. I like to think they went to San Francisco. So sad thing about Nightshade is my computer does not support Nightshade, so I can't poison the work like I want to, but I can at the very least cloak it. No, further left. Okay. These guys? These are just random friends from my headcanon is these are just random friends from the college. The file I have this as is green room, which go up. Oh, this right here? No, this is the cameo. This is actually my my old friend from high school and her family. They made it onto JJ's bestie board. Well, I'm glad you're jiving with the community. Because the community is actually feeling more like a community instead of me just yelling into the void. Oh, fun fact. Not that I think anybody's gonna narc on me. I needed to fill space, so this is actually, if you look at here, you can see the neck and everything. This is the same photo. I just added it twice because you can actually see these guys here now, but you couldn't see the other guys, and I worked hard on this, damn it. Nope, that's not JJ. That's actually my that's my friend's daughter, the oldest of my nibblings. Wow, I feel really bad. My brain just crapped out on what her name is. Oh no. Link of Mantis here. So yeah. Shout out to Cassie. I doubt you're watching this or will ever watch it, but just know that Auntie loves you. She's probably gonna get older and her mom's gonna be like, you made a cameo in Auntie Mel's comics. She's just gonna be like, so? That comic's lame. And then I'm gonna die on the inside. Because the child just called me lame. I think I like it without the... Yeah, there we go. Not everything needs detail, she says as she adds more detail. And we don't stop messing with it. Yeah, speaking of the having to use AI for job, that's one of the side tangents that's one of the things that I'm really nervous about with going back into the public workforce with like, because I'm job hunting just for like I need something else to do. I'm getting bored. Also, bi-weekly paychecks are much nicer than a big paycheck up front. But the God, where was I going with that? Oh, I'm looking for an office job because I kind of work in an office right now, but I'm not looking forward to the office job stuff. Be like, oh, just use ChatGPT to do this. I'm like, no, I'll write it out like a not lazy person. And I think that's gonna... Actually, no, I just made that so much better for myself because it's gonna be like, oh, you can just use ChatGPT or Copilot or whatever. I'm like, no, I'm just doing it myself like a, capable person. And that's how I get fired from my next job. But, so that was, like, tangentially related to the main thing that I was going to say, which is, my operating system that I'm using right now is, Windows 10, I believe. And they're stopping service for Windows 10, which just, why would you stop service for it? It's only a couple of years old. But I keep getting stupid notifications from Windows being like, oh, switch to Windows 11, because we're going to stop using, we're going to stop giving support for Windows 10, which means you're more susceptible for this, and that. And I am putting it off for as long as possible because I had a bad experience where I upgraded my system and it destroyed my computer, and is one of the reasons why EC had to get redone years ago, was because I lost all my files. And I wasn't smart enough to make a backup. So, I think that was when, like, Windows 8. So, like, I upgraded my, I got an upgrade alert where it was like, oh, you can upgrade from Windows 7 to Windows 8 on your laptop. I was like, oh, okay, I might as well just get that done and out of the way now. I did the thing, and none of my drawing programs worked. So I tried to make it go back, and it destroyed all of my art images and stuff. And it's like, wow, thanks. Fuck you, Microsoft. So yeah, I'm trying to put off upgrading to 11 for as long as I possibly can, because I don't want to deal with it. Oh, I'm gonna pull that up real quick. Draws, you mentioned something in the, I can't spell. Why would you not put the newest one up front, YouTube? You're dumb. Everything about you is dumb, YouTube. Why are you like this? Get your shit together, YouTube. I think it was there. Yeah, so, plus music was better back in the day. Yeah, I thought about Linux. Oh, but yeah, I don't want to do Windows 11 also because it comes automatically with Copilot, and I don't want that. Oh, what's the... But on the... Okay, so slight tangent, because I forget what in the comments section made me think about this. The comment section of this video, but it made me think of the Discord. And I feel a sneeze coming on, and it's bothering me so much, because I don't want to sneeze. Because if I sneeze and I don't turn away, I'm going to faceplant my tablet. I don't want to have to buy a new tablet. Okay. Oh, anyways, in one of the boards on the Discord, was talking about like an AI thing, and I gave a breakdown for it, and I think it was in memes. Draws said something that made me think back to the new webcomic relief video. Oh, that AI breakdown is why I have genuine respect for Mel. Very well done. One, thank you. Haven't gotten a chance to reply to it yet, but it made me think of the new webcomic relief thing that came out, and I'm gonna see if I can switch my stuff. What's that? Do I hear a kitty kitty? Yeah, kitty kitty kitty. Of course, the cat's not gonna listen to me. Make a streaming background. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, so it was this section right here where Razor was like, I think he was here? I'm waiting for him to pop up. Yeah, here we go.
That is not going above and beyond for Mel. That's just stuff she does, just for the love of the game.
Everyone else's over the top is my baseline. Where the... There it is. I don't know how to use my tech. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Why would you... That's not what I want. That's what I wanted. Done. Oh shit, well if I can uninstall Copilot, then that makes things so much better. That is an interesting query that I am not entirely sure about. Oh, and I went into my first, so if you couldn't tell, kind of a fan of the webcomic relief. Excellent YouTube channel. I've liked it way before dude ever reviewed my comic. And they have their own Discord that I've been a part of for a couple years. I'm a lurker. Like I mostly just lurk in the Discord. But ever since the video where EC got talked about got posted, I'm feeling a little more brave. So I joined in on they had a voice chat room where some people were streaming their what they were drawing and just talking about whatever. And so I joined and I talked with other people in different parts of the world that's in the same community as me, and we mostly talked about D&D. I find that in most chat situations it usually devolves into D&D, but it made me feel more confident about like doing some kind of like actual live chatting thing with other people there, so might try doing that or something. Because the way that I have my at least this is how it's supposed to be set up, was when I first started the Discord, I made it so only I can like stream and talk on it, because I had heard horror stories about people getting into Discord chats and like streaming and doing all kinds of stupid stuff, and I was like, I don't want that to happen. But I'm feeling less scared about that, so I think I might make a separate channel just for like anybody who wants to live stream like what they're working on and stuff, or you know, just chat and hang out, so I'm not just talking into the void. Okay, low-key, always wanted a rotary phone. People try to tell him, when I say people, I mean like my family and stuff like that would tell me like, oh, rotary phones were so, they took forever. Like, I don't care, it makes satisfying clicky noise and I get to go, and that just does something to my primate brain that's like, yes. Oh, it's already 8:30, dang. What am I doing tomorrow? I guess depending on how much work I get done in the enclosures, I might, like, do some live drawing or something in Discord. Don't hold me to it, because I have no idea what tomorrow's gonna be like, but I'd like to do that at some point. It'd be fun. I can hear some of you people talk sometime instead of just me. We have a rotary phone too. It's just not because Tim has an aesthetic, and that aesthetic is old. And so he's got a rotary phone, but it's like a replica made of plastic and stuff. So not like an OG one, but it kind of makes the noise. Oh, that's why. Okay. Gotta fix that eyeball. There we go. Oh my lord, I'm about to finish the shading on this. Yay! Oh, control save. Don't want to lose that. I will cry. Well, there you go, Draws. We'll all get over our uncomfortableness with speaking with strangers online while we'll practice in the EC Discord. Oh, shout out, because I've posted this on Discord and a few other online spaces, but in case there's anybody who is... Oh my goodness. Hey, Link Avant! Excuse me, I gotta go tell a cat to fuck off. Get off my lawn, you crazy cat! Fine, shoot, out of here. You better get your butt in here, Toxie. You don't get to go out there and fight him. He'd kick your ass anyways. I'm back. What was I saying? Oh, yes. So for anybody who may be lurking here, first off, hi. I see what you're doing there. I don't. Please don't leave. I'm only trying to make you a little uncomfortable. Anyways. I joke. So anybody here who considers themselves artistically inclined and a fan of the dumb little characters that I draw twice a week, EC is taking a scheduled vacation in the first 2 weeks of June. So I have opened up a form for, not for that Tatsu. I opened up a form for guest art. I'm looking for some artwork for the website and all of the no, Tatsu, that is not YouTube friendly. He's so mad because I won't let him go fight this cat. Handsome, I'm doing an announcement. You're being rude. Anyways, I have a form for guest art. It's on Blue Sky. I will edit the description of this YouTube video so that people can click a link. I gotta remember where I put that form. I think it was my drive. So yeah, I'm gonna add this. And anybody wants a little promo and got some neat art. I will add that the spaces for guest art are, like, I have this in the rules and everything that I'm going to share. It is, like, I do have limited spacing, so if there are more people that submit work than I have spaces for, I plan on doing more, like, either there's gonna be more instances where I might need guest art, but at the very least, I'm gonna do like a feature fan art Friday thing where I highlight, like, here's the thing, and here's some cool art from this person, go check out this thing. So even if it, baby, so even if you don't make it into this round, there's still gonna be an opportunity. Also, fan art makes me cry like a little girl, so. And by cry, I mean yell at the computer screen that, or no, not even that, like, I run up to, I usually run up to Lee and Tim just with my phone, like, look at this! Woot. Oh my god, a fan comic, I love those. I love fan art in general. I'm just... Also, low-key, just... Let me pause this. I have not gotten fan art in a very, very long time. And... I don't know, there's something about fan art that just turns me feral. Oh, I need to update that anyways, so I can't... Edit. Let me edit the description. There we go. Haha, figured it out. And nobody needs to know about the South San Francisco event because it finished. Congratulations, you all get to hear me try to figure out how to do technology because I couldn't figure it out the first time. You guys get to listen to this in live format. Of me not know. Oh, my baby. My little snaky. Yeah, there we go. Let's copy and paste this. Thank you, copy and paste. You make my life so much easier. EC is looking for guest art. That is not a great thing. I'll post that there. Deadline is Wednesday. I can spell Wednesday. Wednesday. May 28th. Officially an afternoon description. Yeah. Guest art Charlotte. Check out the form here. I'm editing this right now for anybody who might be here and interested. So you can check the description section. Call for guest art. Save. There we go. I think that's... Yeah, open that so I can see. Haha, perfect. So yes, EC is officially taking a break June 2nd through the 14th. Or is it the 16th? Can't even get my own dates in right. Okay, so yeah, June 2nd to the 15th, with EC starting to update again on the 16th. I'm going to be taking a break. Because I have just been given a great opportunity to basically disappear into the woods for a little bit, and focus on artwork. Not literally, it's a house in the suburbs, so... but anyways, I'm going to... yes, please. If you've got works in progresses, I love seeing that shit. It's not shit, it's great. It's beautiful artwork. I just use way too much slang. But yeah, so... Looking forward to just disappearing for a little bit and just hunkering down and getting some work done. I mentioned this in the Discord. I have always wanted an excuse to just, like, check into a hotel for an extended period of time and just work. No distractions, no cats bothering me, no needing to answer the door for random people trying to convert me to things. Just vibing somewhere, and I finally get that chance. And I get food out of the deal. Legitimately, like, fan art, I'm cool with, like, funny stick figure comics featuring my characters, or, like, even what some people might consider, like, quote-unquote, not great art. Just the fact that somebody takes the time to, like, sit down and use whatever brain power or skill that they have to make something just related to my dumb, I say affectionately, my dumb little comic. It's just, I lose brain cells at stuff like that. It makes me turn into a puddle of... Oh, they drew Ian with the skirt. Seriously, I did get fan art once of somebody... they drew Ian in, like, a maid outfit. It was a chef's kiss. I'm almost done with this page! And by done with this page, I mean done with the shading. And actually, no, done with this page, because I already did the backgrounds. Yay! I get to finish a page. Patreon's gonna get it. So yeah, the few people that are here that are part of my Patreon, you guys are gonna get this page later tonight. Cause why wait till Monday? What, am I scared? No, I'm not. Also, soon to be updated. Actually, I think I'm gonna make this tomorrow's Work in Progress Wednesday thing. I've been compiling pictures of. Oh, I didn't even add her fancy color. I'm like, why does she look flat? She is flat. I didn't add the fancy skin colors or skin gradient that makes it a little more. I don't know. It is. I'm very excited for the artist retreat thing. And the really cool thing, not just about this one, but I'm gonna potentially be getting the same opportunity. Things might change due to gestures at the United States. But one of my friends in Massachusetts, him and his family have been talking about for a couple of years of going to Ireland, because he's got family traces all the way back to Ireland and wants to take his son there. And when we moved away from Massachusetts, he was kind of bummed because he was like, "Oh, I was hoping you could house sit for us while we were gone." I was like, "Dude, I'll fly out." So there might be a chance either next year or in the next couple of years where I'll get this opportunity again. So yeah, Mel house sitter. I will sit your house while working on the artworks. Just feed me. Well, there's certainly lots of stuff to see on Patreon. Not for me though, because I've been sharing stuff. I just don't share nearly as much as I. Oh no. I just haven't been sharing nearly as much as I would like to, because I couldn't share a lot of it. Because it was a... What's the word I'm looking for? Not NDA officially, but like NDA adjacent, where it's like I didn't sign anything officially, but it would be kind of a dick move for me to share what it was I was working on. And I'm waiting to hear back, because I'm probably gonna have the same damn thing coming up real soon. I've got a gig that I'm waiting to hear back on. Like, I sent them the contract. I'm just waiting for them to say, yeah, contract's good. Let's get started on this project. But they are taking their sweet time. Which is gonna suck if they get back to me in June. Like, yeah, you guys are gonna have to wait. Well, they're not gonna have to wait that long, because technically I have until the end of the year to complete the work that it is that they want, and it is not going to take me that long to do. But it's still like, the sooner I get it done, the sooner I get paid, and it's another one of those, not the same project, because, like, I think anybody who's followed me for a time knows when I'm about to get a Svetlana project, because I kind of just drop off the face of the earth for a little bit. I'm just like, I can't talk about it, but if you followed me for any length of time, you know what I'm working on, or potentially working on, I can't say. But yeah, I can say that with certainty. If I kind of just drop off and I'm working on, quote-unquote, the freelance project, I'm most likely working on another book for Svetlana, because unless she decides to replace me soon, I've been her colorist for the last 10 years. Oh my god, it's been 10 years. Oh, water! See, I straight up forgot. This is what I've been missing from my live streams, having people yell at me to take a water break. Thanks for the assist. Sneaky little hobbitses. I am looking forward to dunks. Like, that is a thing that I definitely miss about Massachusetts, is just dunks everywhere. Dunks in Starbucks, but way more dunks than Starbucks. Oh, I miss their sourdough breakfast sandwiches, which is hilarious because I don't like sourdough. Like, it is not a bread that I care for. But those sourdough breakfast sandwiches, they hit different. And for anybody who may be wondering, like, what do you mean you miss Massachusetts for dunks? They got dunks everywhere. They do, but here's the problem. You see, Dunks is very loosey-goosey when it comes to monitoring their franchises, because you can get a Dunks franchise, and from what I understand, they mostly leave you alone. You can set the prices to whatever you want. Really, Tatsu? I didn't know you had such strong feelings about Dunks. I didn't think you cared. You got something to say? Come here. Where are you, handsome? Why are you ignoring me? The people want to hear from you, Tatsu. So rude. So anyways, the closest Dunks to us here in the Bay Area is, I believe, in Walnut Creek, which is easily a 30-minute drive away. But because I have the Dunks app, so I can see the prices from the places. Well, I don't have the Dunks app on my phone anymore because I can't afford Dunks out here in California. Because the same food, and okay, when I did this price comparison in Milford, Massachusetts, which is where was it Milford? Like Milford or Menford was one of the places that we lived while we were out there. Milford. So in Milford, Massachusetts, there's like there's 4 different Dunks. And so there I could get a box of 12 donuts for between, like, it fluctuated by like $11.30 to $11.45 depending on the Dunks that I went to. And if you're from New England, you have, specifically Massachusetts, but if you're from Massachusetts, you have your preferred Dunks. You have it figured out. They make your food and drink the way that you like it. And you will drive 20 minutes out of your way to go to your preferred Dunks because every other Dunks is garbage. So in like Milford, it'd be between like $11.30 to $11.80 or whatever. When you get into Boston, the Dunks there range between $12 to $13 for a box of donuts. I'd like to add, Boston is only about 40 minutes away from Milford, so not super far, but the price goes up. Here in California, a box of a dozen donuts from Dunkin' Donuts costs, in Berkeley the last time, Walnut Creek. From the last time that I checked, in Walnut Creek, a box of a dozen donuts cost $25. And after that, the next closest Dunks is in Suisun, which Suisun is in Solano County, which I mentioned before. I grew up in Vacaville, so I can hit up that Dunks while I'm visiting. A dozen donuts from there is about $18 a box. maybe closer to 20. So yeah, it's like, once I moved back to California, I was like, you know, I don't miss dunks that much. But man, going back to Massachusetts, hell yeah, I'm gonna be that person with my dunks order and getting my Boston cream donut, which I miss them so much. I would get a dozen of those donuts and just clean them out because I love those Boston cream Dunkin' donuts. But yeah, like I said, real loosey-goosey when it comes to price manage or like letting people choose the prices that they want for their Dunks franchise. So I don't buy Dunks out here, and if I do, it's from Sassoon. So that's my little treat when I go to Sassoon is I'll get myself one of the Dunks refreshers. And there, you just learned way more about Dunkin' Donuts' pricing economy than you've probably ever cared to know. I messed up her mouth. These are the levels of math that I had to do in order for me to decide if it was worth it to get a Dunks order or not. Which I also think, because I know a couple of the people in the chat are in the Sacramento area. I think there's like 1 or 2 Dunks out there. And I'm willing to... You know what? I am super curious. Do I even still have the app on my phone? Because this seems like the dumb... I still have it on my phone. Okay, I'm gonna load up. That's gonna be a site. That's gonna be a Discord exclusive thing. So if you're part of the EC Discord, I'm gonna go in and do the math on the Dunks economy, or the Dunks pricing economy for shits and giggles. We'll do a price comparison. Oh, there's one in American Canyon. That's way closer than Sassoon. But yeah, that's the Sassoon's the one that I tend to go to when I'm visiting, because my dad works in Fairfield, and so I'll go visit him, and he knows I like Dunks, so he'll be like, "You want to go to Dunkin' Donuts?" I'm like, "I want to go to Dunkin' Donuts." Although I haven't been to Dunks in a while. It's been... Well, I'm sure the app's gonna tell me, like, when was the last time I went, because I collect them points. They made it real easy to collect points, and I would get so many free drinks and stuff when I was living in Massachusetts. Because, we used to do, like, household Dunk orders. So, like, it'd be Lee picks up a Dunks order, and then she gets the points. And then the next time... Oh, thank God I have all that info saved. And then I'll pick up the tab. And then we collect points, and then we get free drinks and stuff. When was the last time I ordered Dunks? Oh shoot, there's one in Hayward. Hayward's not far from here. Oh, they got a couple more. Okay, I'm gonna be doing some serious, like, research. Transaction history. When was the last time? Oh, really? Oh no, that's when they expired. When was the last time I ordered something? No, I don't care about the points. Tell me when was the last time I ordered a Dunks thing. It's not gonna let me, so definitely it was in 2024 was probably the last time I ever had the dunks. A Duncan theory. That's gonna become like a like one of those inside jokes where people are like, "Oh, haha, it's a that's a Matt Pat reference." It is, but it's referencing something completely different. My God, that's gonna be like my unhinged it's gonna be like my unhinged YouTube thing where I just go off on the different pricing stuff. I'm gonna get myself canceled for going after Dunkin' Donuts. Why do you gotta discriminate against California charging $25 for a box of donuts? Okay. I am, out of curiosity's sake, because the app's already loaded. It's right there, and I'm almost done shading this, and then I'm gonna have to end the live stream. So, if you want to hear about the random dunks thing, join the EC Discord. America first. Oh, so somebody posted this hilarious thing. More tangents to the tangents. To get a little bit political here. If I can find it. No, just give me the... There we go. Okay, so I saw this great meme. I wish that I'd saved it, but I can't always be a genius. So it was the Dunkin' Donuts meme because it's supposed to be America runs on Dunkin'. And somebody was like, and it didn't have the Dunkin' part. It just had this top part. And it was like, dang, this is a little too this is a little too real about America. Running away from America. It's like, dang. Good night, Rosen. Thanks for visiting. Can't wait to see your fan art. Like, really can't wait. Vibrating with excitement. Getting me into a sort of... That sounds like a threat. You know, for science. Or you don't have to give Dunkin' Donuts your money. You can just look it up on the app. Like, the food's good, but also we're in a not great economy right now. And I don't know about you guys, but I certainly have cut down drastically on the amount that I eat out. Oh my God, I'm almost done. Vibrates with excitement. Okay, so speaking of bringing food to artists and stuff, a couple of years ago, back when Twitter didn't suck, there was this artist who, like, I think they did like live stream or something, and they had joked about how much they like Doritos and Mountain. Oh, no. Okay, so they had this really cool, they made fan art of, a character from Overwatch. She was like a gamer or something. But anyways, they drew a they drew some fan art of this character with God, I need to play more video games so I could say them so I could say the character name. That's gonna bug me. I've got to look up the Overwatch character. Most of these streams devolve into me having to do online searches. What is it called? Oh, Overwatch. Was it Diva? DVA, maybe? Overwatch. They already have an Overwatch 2? I am so behind the time. Oh, I see the character. Okay, what's her name? Diva. DVA. So the artist drew a fan art of Diva and had a thing that they posted on, like, they made a post on Twitter and they're like, hey, if you bring me Doritos and Mountain Dew, I'll give you a free pin of this character. And they were posting up how they were just getting flooded with Doritos and Mountain Dew, and they ended up with, like, just a box full of Doritos and Mountain Dew. I was like, dang, free food, that's the life. And I have a slight feeling that might happen just with Dunks. I'm gonna be at this show. I'm bringing you a box of donuts. Oh shit. Consulting Senior Google. Oh my god, I haven't seen Brian and Jen in forever. How are they doing? Do we just share, like, all the same friends or something? I like the design, like the character designs for Overwatch. I love all the thirsty McReady. Was it McReady? I know that Matt Mercer does his voice, the cowboy character. All the thirsty fan art for that character just cracked me up. Aw, I missed. Well, if they're still trekking at Solano, I might see them in the next couple of weeks, because I'm going to be going out there to visit. Because it's been a while since I've done my contractually obligated Solano visit. And I'll have to go and visit them in the food cafeteria. Bruh! I know it's 9 o'clock, but that's rude. Are you gonna come up and say hi, or are you just gonna yell at me and run away like you keep doing? Motherfucker keeps yelling at me and then running away. I took care of you after your surgery, you little shit.
But you had to, because you love me.
Yeah, I do love you, you little shit. I'm so close. Let me finish this. Finish it. Oh, funny thing from when I was in San Francisco. So we were riding the Muni. Bruh! Can't I be excited for anything? Anyways, we were trucking around in San Francisco riding the Muni, and every time our bus driver saw another bus driver, he would start honking the horn at like do 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 do. I turned to my friend. I'm like, did the bus driver just do the Darude Sandstorm song from DDR in honking form? Or did I just hear that wrong? Like, nope. Everybody else heard it. And then I gained even more respect for that Muni driver. Like, you, sir, quality person. But yeah, it was funny. Every time you pass by another Muni driver or another bus driver, it just start do on the horn. Oh, for anybody not from California or not from the San Francisco Bay Area, there's a bunch of different modes of transportation. Like some of you, if you follow me on Blue Sky, might have seen me going off about BART. BART is an acronym for Bay Area Rapid Transportation. That's the San Francisco subway, essentially. Which they got anime mascots in 2024, and I just found out about it at this weekend, and I became an instant rabid fan. My god, I got all of the free merch that I could get from the table, and I know for a fact I'm missing one button of one of the mascot characters, which I'm probably gonna get at whatever next event that I see them at. But anyways, BART, Bay Area Rapid Transit, that's the subway. Muni, I have no idea what that's short for, but it's MUNI, and that is the, it's a mix between buses and rail cars. I have no idea how to really explain it for like, other than it's, sometimes it's like a bus, other times it's like a rail car. And in certain parts of San Francisco, the bus has like these long metal things that poke out the top of it that connects to the live wires that turns them into rail cars. So they'll turn from buses into rail cars, and then when they get to an area where they need to be a bus, they disconnect from the wires and they turn into regular buses. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find a picture of it so I can properly explain what it is I'm trying to explain. Oh, ew, AI. Gross. No, I don't want bus routes. I want the bus. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Okay, but why is that picture so ugly? There's a better one. Okay. Copy. Oh, save first. Oh, and I finished! Yay! All I gotta do now is the effects and stuff, which I will do later. But anyways, I saved that. Okay, so here we go. So yeah, it's a bus, but then it's got these metal things that connects it to these wires, and not everywhere in San Francisco has this wiring. It's only specific places. But so what'll happen is there's usually a stop port or stop point. Muni, San Francisco Municipal Railway. In spite of the name, it also includes buses. There we go. Perfect. Thanks, Genie. So here's a bus where it turns into like a rail thing. But so what's trippy is when it gets to a certain area, the bus driver right here has to get out of the bus, and then they walk around the back. So they walk around the back this way because that's safer than trying to go around this way. And they come to the back area right here, and that's where like the power box is or whatever for this whole system up here. So they'll go over there and they'll do what they need to do to disconnect the wires from up here, and then these long rod connector things kind of fold down here, and then the bus just works as a normal bus. And bus drivers have no fear. And I've noticed this is true for any major city that I have been to. Worse than Boston. I will say Boston is king when it comes to road rage. But bus drivers drive like they don't care. Like they'll if you do not get out of the way, they will slam you. Which, I mean, I guess you would have to be able to drive that aggressively in a city, because there are some really terrible drivers out there. I wanna fix this up a little. Oh, that's Ian. I was on the wrong side. Whoops. Nope. I'm done. Goes and fixes other things. Ah. That did nothing that I wanted to do. No, Control Z. There we go. It's a little better.
No. I just want to add a little visual interest.
That's too much visual interest. Okay, I'm gonna call it there because I really have to go to the bathroom and it is past 9 o'clock. I have been distracted by so many things, so thank you for coming to the stream. I will see y'all on Thursday, where hopefully I'll have a page to work on. If not, maybe I'll do some fan art. I don't know. But yeah, I'll see you guys online. I'll see you in the Discord. I'm gonna start doing that price comparison of dunks on the Discord for the funsies. And take care, be cool to each other, and see y'all on the next one.